What's going on, guys? And welcome to the end of July rolls tier list for Town of Salem 2. This will be every roll, all any, but we'll discuss how that plays in a ranked practice. This I will probably do these now monthly until I'm debating on nuking 3 real quick. Doing these monthly until they make, because like the last 2 or 3 patches have not done much roll change wise, so there's no reason to try and do it weekly. Alright, so let's look at her, and I'm going to make it a tad bigger so that you can see it. We'll nuke someone in the background, don't worry. I'll let you watch that. I might nuke 3 just for the lulz, depending on what comes out. Alright. So, S tier. Kind of stayed the same, with the addition of war being there. Obviously, no, any war might be down a couple notches, depending on situations. But look out, Prosecutor, Potion Master, Conjure, Jester. That's kind of the 5 that I've settled with. Jailer's been up there, but after the Arso nerf, or the Arso buff, didn't really matter. Deputy was up there at one point. Sears was up there, but after the nerf that it desperately needed. Oh, here comes Deputy. Shot the actual Monarch. Okay. Okay. Interesting in the background. That's kind of where it's settled. Nothing else has really brought that back up. I think Tracker was up there at one point, with the werewolf coming in like it is. You just can't do that anymore. A tier, Jailer. Jailer's close to S tier, but with the Arso stuff. There we go. Baited the other deputy to come out. Deputy, speaking of, if it could do more than just shoot, I might put it S tier. As you just saw kind of in the corner, Deputy shot Monarch. That's why it's A tier. Not S. Mare, Seer, Psychic, Spy. Why I always try and push dang it, did not get it. There's a lot of town. And then Witch is up there. Witch just does so much. It checks rolls, so it helps with Writ. It moves people around. It kills things. Berserker, with the buff to War, makes Berserker really, really good. B tier, you got Vet, Tracker, Retributionist, Enchant. A lot of the Coven is in B tier. Enchanter, Voodoo, Ritualist, Hexmaster, Wildling, Executioner's there, Plague Bearer's now there, Doomsayer's still there, Death's there, Pestilence is there. You could argue Pestilence is C tier. Hold on. I told you I would show you that we're nuking someone. And we're going to nuke someone here. It is a 4-town power game. And 2 deputies. And a werewolf. But we shall nuke the jailer, which I believe is 3. Alright. Back to the tier list. C tier, I've thrown Monarch down there on the basis of it just, you need more information to knight at times, and when you get that information, most of the time they die before you get to knight it. Trapper's there, Vigilante's there. Some people argue that Vigilante's S tier. I would not argue. Vigilante's C tier. Coven Leader's here, Necro's here, Jinx is here, Illusionist is here, Medusa's here. In ranked play, Medusa's higher, but that's about it. Ooh. Serial Killer, Arsonist, Werewolf, Pirate. D tiers, Crusader, Coroner, Adme, Cleric, Trickster. Trickster slowly making its way down. Bodyguard, Soul Collector, Shroud. And then Tavern Keeper, Poisoner. If there was a D- tier, that's where they belong. But right now, they cannot be. You cannot say that Tavern Keeper is as useful as Crusader. You just can't. And then, obviously, Amne, Sheriff, Investigator, Dreamweaver, Baker, Famine all end up in F tier. And so that's for it for July. A Shroud attack you, but a barrier protected me. Let's go. We'll check back when there's obviously the full release of the game is coming out in August, so we might do it then. Otherwise, this is kind of how it'll set for now, until like a community tier list can get made. So I'm going to let the rest of this game play out. We might get a... I doubt we'll get a perfect Coven win here. But we should be able to win if we can lynch the werewolf over the shroud. So, we'll leave it to be. Hope you enjoyed.